Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am KG. I'm a self-employed realtor working for almost 20 years and a content creator for self-employed individual like me. I wish I have some of these gems when I started as a self-employed. But today I am going to be talking about how to create a budget for self-employed individual. If you're self-employed, welcome. So what is a budget? A budget is a plan for how you will spend your money, your hidden money. Why it is important to have a budget, especially if you're self-employed, because checks are not coming in every 2 weeks. It can help you track your income and expenses. This is very, very important. You want to make sure so that you are not overspending and you're saving for the future. If you don't plan, you're going to fail. So, how do you create a budget if you're a self employed individual or if you want to go into self employment? The first thing you want to do is to create a budget for self employed. You will need to first track all your income, everything that comes in, and all your expenses, everything that goes out. This can be done using a budgeting app or a spreadsheet or a notebook. Don't use notebook, right? Use an app or a spreadsheet. You want to do this for at least 1 month. Track all the money that comes in. As a realtor, sometimes I mean have closing for a month, then the next month I have 3 4 closing. So you want to track all the income that comes in into your account and identify all your expenses as well. You want to actually identify the expenses by breaking it down into either fixed expense or variable expenses. So fixed expenses are things like your rent, they're fixed. If you have a mortgage, your car payments, these are fixed. Your insurance, these are fixed. Variable expenses are expenses that can change month to month, day to day, like your groceries, your entertainment, the money you use for gas. So once you track that for a month, then you want to set budget categories for your fixed and variable expenses. You can start to set budget category. For example, you might identify categories for food, for rent, for transportation, and for entertainment. And for savings, very important. I want you to also make sure you have savings as an expense. And then now you go back and assign amounts to each of the category. So based on the expenses and income that you've tracked for a month, you can see how much you're spending for each, right? The fixed amounts, fixed expenses, you put them there. And then the variables that you've already tracked, you can put them there. You also want to make sure, very important, saving is also part of your expenses. Review your budget. After you've done that, you want to review your budget regularly. Your budget is a living document. It's not something that you do one time and forget about it. No, it's very important you review it regularly and make sure you adjust based on your needs. And when things are going on just based on your needs. But after you create the budget, what you need to do, you want to stick to the budget, because creating the budget is half the battle, but sticking to it is the main issue. So tips to sticking to your budget. So I'm going to give you some tips to stick to your budget. First, you want to be realistic when setting your budget goals. Don't try to cut your spending too much at once, or you may likely give up. If you cut your variable spending too much at once, you may actually give up because it's not realistic. Second, set up automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings account. So that's the savings expense, right? You want to do that each month, regardless of the amount. You want to start a little bit, but you want to do it each month. And when you do this, it helps you to save money even without thinking about it, because it's automatic. Third is use cash. That may be old-fashioned, but when you use cash instead of credit card when possible, this can help you to stay mindful of your spending. You'll be surprised when you're putting out cash. I need to be mindful. Fourth, track your spending regularly. So you want to make sure you track your spending regularly so that you can identify areas where you can cut back. Very, very important, where you can cut back. So if you are self-employed, I highly, highly encourage you to create a budget. It can be a lifesaver. It is a lifesaver. I can testify to that. And if you want more tips on personal finance for self-employed individual and creatives or digital nomads, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time.